Welcome back to the Stoic Vogue. Today we're diving into a fascinating and liberating topic: how to love without being attached. This might sound like a paradox, but mastering this art can profoundly transform your relationships and emotional well-being. We'll explore how the timeless wisdom of ancient Stoic philosophers connects with the dynamics of modern celebrity couples, offering practical insights into loving freely and wisely. Ready to transform your approach to love? Let's get started. Before we continue, make sure you're subscribed to Stoic Vogue. Tap that subscribe button and join our amazing community dedicated to practical stoicism and mindful living. Let's embark on this journey to personal growth together. Your more fulfilling life starts with a single click. Subscribe now. Number 1. Understanding attachment versus love. Let's dive into a fundamental concept that can transform your approach to relationships: attachment versus love. It's crucial to differentiate between these two, as understanding this distinction can lead to healthier and more fulfilling connections with others. Attachment often arises from a dependency on someone or something to fulfill our happiness and self-worth. It's typically driven by fear, insecurity, and the need for validation. This kind of attachment can lead to possessiveness and control because you're relying on the other person or situation to complete you. For instance, imagine someone who constantly needs their partner's approval to feel good about themselves. This dependency can create a dynamic where the partner feels pressured or constrained, and the relationship becomes a battleground of insecurities and unmet needs. Love, in contrast, is about giving and caring without expecting anything in return. It's a state of emotional freedom where your well-being is not tied to the presence or behavior of another person. True love is liberating and selfless. It allows for the flourishing of both individuals involved. For example, loving someone means wanting the best for them, even if that means supporting their growth and personal goals that might not directly benefit you. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, offers profound wisdom on this topic. In his Meditations, he wrote, "When you are about to be vexed by something external, remember that it is neither the object itself nor its impact upon you that will disturb your peace of mind, but rather your own perception and reaction to it." This quote underscores a critical Stoic principle. Our peace of mind is not disturbed by external objects or people, but by how we choose to react to them. In other words, attachment is a result of our perceptions and reactions, not the inherent qualities of the object of our attachment. Applying this to modern relationships, consider the high-profile relationship between Beyoncé and Jay-Z. Despite their immense success and public scrutiny, their relationship demonstrates the essence of love without attachment. They have each achieved significant personal and professional accomplishments while remaining deeply supportive of one another. Beyoncé continues to thrive in her career and personal projects just as Jay-Z does in his. Their dynamic showcases how mutual respect and support allow both individuals to grow without depending on each other for their happiness. In their relationship, neither partner clings to the other for validation or completeness. Instead, they support each other's ambitions and personal growth, embodying Marcus Aurelius's wisdom. They maintain their individuality while nurturing a deep and meaningful connection. This balance illustrates how love, when not driven by attachment, can lead to a harmonious and enduring partnership. Understanding this distinction between attachment and love can fundamentally shift how you experience relationships. It encourages you to foster love that is liberating and supportive, rather than confining and dependent. By recognizing that our reactions and perceptions shape our experiences, you can move towards relationships where both partners thrive independently and together. In summary, while attachment can lead to possessiveness and control, love offers a path to true connection and fulfillment. Marcus Aurelius's insight helps us understand that our emotional state is influenced by how we perceive and react to external factors. Embracing this understanding allows for more authentic and liberated relationships, just as seen in the inspiring examples of Beyoncé and Jay-Z. Number 2. The art of non-attachment. Non-attachment is an art that allows us to fully appreciate and value our relationships while maintaining our own sense of identity and happiness. It means engaging in connections without letting them define who you are or control your emotional well-being. Instead of clinging to the relationship for validation or fulfillment, non-attachment invites you to enjoy the connection for what it is and what it adds to your life, without dependency. To understand this concept better, let's turn to Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher. He wisely stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This quote highlights a crucial Stoic principle. Our emotional state is not dictated by external events, but by our internal reactions to those events. In other words, it's not the external circumstances or the actions of others that disturb our peace of mind. It's our own reactions and perceptions that do. Applying Epictetus's wisdom to relationships, non-attachment means recognizing that your happiness and self-worth should not be tied to the presence, behavior, or absence of another person. Instead, your emotional stability should come from within, from how you choose to respond to the dynamics of your relationships. This perspective helps you maintain your individuality and emotional resilience rather than becoming dependent on the relationship for your sense of self or well-being. Consider Emma Watson, the renowned actress and advocate for women's rights. Watson's approach to her relationships serves as a contemporary example of non-attachment. Despite her public life and high-profile relationships, she has managed to maintain a strong sense of self. Watson has spoken about the importance of personal growth and self-awareness, and her relationships reflect this balanced approach. She values her connections with others but does not let them define her identity or dictate her happiness. For instance, Watson has often emphasized the significance of being true to oneself and maintaining personal independence, even when involved in romantic relationships. This approach shows that love and connection do not necessitate losing one's individuality or compromising personal values. Instead, she demonstrates how non-attachment can enhance relationships by allowing both partners to grow and thrive individually while fostering a meaningful connection. By embracing non-attachment, you approach relationships with an open heart, free from the need to control or possess. This perspective allows you to enjoy and appreciate the connection without the pressure of making it the sole source of your happiness or identity. It also helps in dealing with challenges and changes in relationships with a sense of calm and understanding, rather than anxiety and dependence. In essence, the art of non-attachment is about finding a balance between appreciating your relationships and maintaining your own emotional stability. By focusing on how you react to situations rather than being swayed by external factors, you cultivate a healthier, more resilient approach to love. This principle, as exemplified by Epictetus's wisdom and the balanced approach of Emma Watson, helps in creating deeper, more fulfilling connections while preserving your sense of self. Number 3, embracing impermanence. Embracing impermanence is about recognizing and accepting that all things, including relationships, are temporary. This acceptance can help reduce clinging and enhance our ability to appreciate the present moment. By understanding that nothing lasts forever, we can cultivate a healthier and more balanced perspective on love and connection. Seneca, a renowned Roman philosopher, captured this wisdom perfectly when he said, "The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately." This quote emphasizes the importance of living in the present and fully appreciating what we have right now, rather than fixating on the future or clinging to the idea of permanence. According to Seneca, the future is inherently uncertain and unpredictable, so it is more valuable to focus on the present moment and enjoy our relationships as they are, rather than being troubled by their potential endings. Applying this concept to relationships, embracing impermanence helps us avoid the trap of attachment and possessiveness. When we accept that relationships, like all things in life, have a natural cycle of change, we can approach them with a sense of appreciation rather than fear of loss. This mindset allows us to enjoy the connection for what it is, without the stress of trying to make it last forever or fearing its end. Consider the relationship between Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. Their highly publicized romance and marriage captured the world's attention, but despite their significant time together and shared experiences, their relationship eventually came to an end. Despite the dissolution of their romantic partnership, Jolie and Pitt have continued to co-parent their children and support each other's humanitarian efforts. Their ability to adapt to the changing circumstances of their lives while maintaining mutual respect and cooperation is a powerful example of embracing impermanence. Jolie and Pitt's approach highlights how accepting the transient nature of relationships can lead to a more balanced and fulfilling perspective. Instead of clinging to the past or mourning the end of their romantic relationship, they have chosen to focus on their current roles and responsibilities. This approach allows them to continue nurturing their shared experiences and contributing positively to each other's lives, demonstrating that impermanence does not necessarily lead to loss, but can also open up new opportunities for growth and cooperation. Embracing impermanence also means acknowledging that every relationship, no matter how meaningful, has its own timeline. By appreciating the present moment and the value of what we have now, we can create more authentic and less anxious connections. We learn to let go of the need to control the future or to resist change, and instead we focus on making the most of our time together. In summary, embracing impermanence encourages us to live in the present and appreciate our relationships as they are. Seneca's wisdom reminds us that the future is uncertain, and thus, our focus should be on fully engaging with the present moment. The example of Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt demonstrates how accepting the temporary nature of relationships can lead to a more balanced and constructive perspective, allowing us to appreciate our connections without the weight of attachment and fear of loss. Number 4. Cultivating inner fulfillment. Cultivating inner fulfillment is a powerful approach to love that allows you to build meaningful relationships without becoming overly dependent on them for your happiness. By focusing on your own sense of fulfillment and well-being, you create a solid foundation for healthier and more balanced connections with others. This principle helps ensure that you do not rely on others to complete you, but instead, you draw from your own inner resources. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, offers valuable insight into this concept. He wisely said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This quote emphasizes the importance of managing your internal state and focusing on the quality of your thoughts rather than seeking external validation. According to Marcus Aurelius, our happiness is not determined by external circumstances or the actions of others, but by how we perceive and think about those circumstances. By cultivating a positive and resilient mindset, you lay the groundwork for genuine contentment and self-sufficiency. In practical terms, cultivating inner fulfillment involves developing a strong sense of self-worth and satisfaction that is independent of external factors. This means engaging in activities and practices that nourish your inner life, such as pursuing your passions, setting personal goals, and nurturing your emotional well-being. When you are content and fulfilled within yourself, you are less likely to seek validation or approval from others, leading to healthier and more balanced relationships. Oprah Winfrey and Stedman Graham provide a compelling example of how cultivating inner fulfillment can contribute to a thriving relationship. Despite being a high-profile couple, their relationship is marked by mutual respect and individual success. Oprah, a renowned media mogul and philanthropist, has consistently focused on her personal growth and fulfillment. Her career and personal achievements reflect a deep sense of self-worth that isn't solely dependent on her relationship with Stedman. Oprah's approach illustrates the Stoic principle of inner contentment. By prioritizing her own happiness and personal development, she ensures that her emotional well-being is grounded in her own sense of self, rather than in external validation or the dynamics of her relationship. This independence allows her and Stedman to maintain a supportive and balanced partnership, where both individuals thrive, both personally and together. In their relationship, Oprah and Stedman demonstrate that love and connection are enhanced when both partners are secure and fulfilled in their own lives. Their mutual respect and support stem from a place of personal satisfaction, rather than dependency or need. This balance creates a space where love can flourish without the pressure of attachment or the need for one partner to complete the other. In summary, cultivating inner fulfillment is key to loving without attachment. Marcus Aurelius's insight reminds us that our happiness is shaped by our thoughts and internal state, not by external circumstances. By focusing on our own personal growth and satisfaction, we create a stable foundation for healthy relationships. The example of Oprah Winfrey and Stedman Graham shows how individual fulfillment contributes to a harmonious and supportive relationship. By nurturing your own sense of well-being, you build the resilience and independence necessary for loving freely and authentically. Number 5. Practicing compassionate detachment. Practicing compassionate detachment is about finding a balance between deeply caring for others and maintaining emotional independence. This means you support and love someone without allowing that relationship to define your entire emotional state or sense of self. It's about being fully present and empathetic, but not losing yourself in the process. To understand this concept more deeply, let's delve into the wisdom of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who said, "You are a little soul carrying around a corpse." This striking quote reflects the Stoic perspective on the temporary nature of life and relationships. Epictetus suggests that our physical bodies and the material aspects of life are transient, while our essence or soul remains constant. By recognizing this impermanence, we are encouraged to adopt a compassionate yet detached approach to our connections with others. In essence, Epictetus's quote reminds us that while relationships and life experiences are valuable, they are temporary and not the sole determinants of our happiness or identity. This perspective helps us to engage in relationships with a sense of empathy and care, while also understanding that our emotional stability should not be entirely dependent on the outcomes of these relationships. Consider the relationship between Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson. Their bond is a prime example of compassionate detachment in practice. Despite their deep affection for each other and their public personas, Hanks and Wilson managed to maintain a healthy level of emotional independence. Their relationship is characterized by mutual support, respect, and a genuine connection, but it does not overshadow their individuality. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson have been together for decades, supporting each other through various personal and professional challenges. Yet each has their own career and interests, and they respect each other's need for personal space and growth. This balance reflects the Stoic principle of compassionate detachment, where love is both profound and free from excessive attachment. Their ability to nurture their relationship while maintaining their own identities illustrates how compassionate detachment allows for a loving, supportive partnership without the negative aspects of dependency or loss of self. Practicing compassionate detachment involves being fully engaged and supportive in your relationships while keeping a clear sense of your own emotional boundaries. It means showing empathy and care for others without allowing their actions or the dynamics of the relationship to dominate your own emotional state. By doing so, you can build stronger, more resilient relationships where both partners thrive individually and together. In summary, practicing compassionate detachment helps you love deeply while preserving your emotional independence. Epictetus's insight into the temporary nature of life and relationships encourages us to approach our connections with empathy, yet without letting them define our sense of self. The example of Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson demonstrates how this principle can lead to a balanced and fulfilling relationship, where both partners maintain their individuality while offering genuine support and care. By adopting this approach, you can cultivate relationships that are meaningful and resilient, grounded in both compassion and self-respect. Number 6. Building trust and respect. Building trust and respect is essential for any successful relationship and plays a crucial role in maintaining healthy boundaries and emotional independence. Trust allows partners to feel secure and valued, while respect ensures that each person's individuality is honored. Together, these elements form a solid foundation for relationships where both individuals can thrive both together and individually. To understand this better, let's explore the wisdom of Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher who advised, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." This quote emphasizes the importance of surrounding yourself with individuals who positively impact your life and contribute to your personal growth. According to Seneca, the quality of our relationships can profoundly influence our own development. By choosing to associate with people who inspire and challenge us, we foster an environment of mutual respect and trust, which supports a balanced approach to love and connection. Seneca's advice is particularly relevant when considering how trust and respect function in relationships. Building relationships based on these principles means seeking out and maintaining connections with people who uplift us and encourage our growth. It's about creating a partnership where both individuals are committed to supporting each other's development while honoring each other's individuality. A great example of this principle in action is the relationship between Jessica Alba and Cash Warren. Their partnership highlights the importance of trust and respect in creating a balanced and fulfilling relationship. Alba, a successful actress and entrepreneur, and Warren, a producer and businessman, have been together for years, navigating both personal and professional challenges with mutual support. Jessica Alba and Cash Warren's relationship is characterized by their deep respect for each other's careers and personal growth. They've managed to build a relationship where both individuals can pursue their goals and interests while maintaining a strong, supportive bond. This dynamic reflects Seneca's Stoic principle of surrounding oneself with people who contribute positively to one's growth. By fostering an environment of trust and respect, they not only enhance their relationship but also support each other's personal development. Their ability to maintain individual success while nurturing their partnership demonstrates how trust and respect create a stable foundation for love. It's evident that their mutual support and respect allow them to thrive both as a couple and as individuals, showing that relationships grounded in these values are more resilient and fulfilling. In summary, building trust and respect is fundamental for maintaining healthy boundaries and emotional independence in any relationship. Seneca's wisdom underscores the importance of surrounding ourselves with people who contribute positively to our lives, reflecting the value of mutual respect and trust. The example of Jessica Alba and Cash Warren illustrates how these principles can lead to a balanced and thriving relationship where both partners support each other's growth while honoring their individuality. By prioritizing trust and respect, you can cultivate relationships that enhance your well-being and personal development, leading to a more fulfilling and harmonious connection. Number 7. Communicating openly. Communicating openly is a cornerstone of any healthy relationship, particularly when striving to love without becoming overly attached. Open communication involves clearly expressing needs, setting boundaries, and addressing issues constructively. It fosters mutual understanding and ensures that both partners feel heard and respected. To illuminate the importance of open communication, consider the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher who said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This quote speaks to the power of responding to negativity with grace and self-improvement rather than retaliation. By focusing on bettering oneself and maintaining a respectful demeanor, rather than reacting defensively or with hostility, you create a space for more constructive and meaningful dialogue. In the context of relationships, Marcus Aurelius's advice underscores the importance of maintaining composure and respect in communication. Rather than allowing disagreements or misunderstandings to escalate, practicing open and respectful communication helps in addressing issues without letting them damage the relationship. This approach supports emotional independence by ensuring that conflicts are managed with maturity and understanding, rather than through reactive or harmful behaviors. A prime example of effective communication in action is the relationship between Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi. Known for their supportive and loving partnership, Ellen and Portia exemplify how open dialogue can strengthen a relationship while allowing each partner to retain their individuality. They have openly discussed their personal and professional challenges, addressing them with transparency and mutual respect. Ellen and Portia's ability to communicate openly demonstrates how clear and respectful dialogue can help navigate the complexities of a relationship. They've been candid about their struggles and successes, which has enabled them to address issues directly and support each other effectively. This openness not only resolves conflicts, but also reinforces their bond, illustrating how respectful communication fosters a loving yet independent partnership. In practical terms, communicating openly involves more than just talking. It's about listening actively and empathetically. It means expressing your thoughts and feelings honestly, while also being receptive to your partner's perspective. This type of communication builds trust and understanding, which are essential for maintaining a balanced and healthy relationship. In summary, communicating openly is vital for sustaining a healthy relationship without becoming overly attached. Marcus Aurelius' principle of responding to negativity with self-improvement encourages respectful and constructive communication. By focusing on clear and respectful dialogue, as exemplified by Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi, you can address challenges effectively while supporting each other's independence and growth. Open communication allows for a stronger, more resilient partnership where both individuals feel valued and understood. Number 8, embracing personal growth. Embracing personal growth within a relationship is crucial for strengthening the bond between partners while avoiding unhealthy attachment. Supporting each other's development means encouraging one another to pursue individual goals, overcome challenges, and become the best versions of yourselves. This dynamic not only fosters a stronger connection, but also ensures that the relationship remains balanced and mutually enriching. To understand this better, let's delve into the wisdom of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." This quote highlights the Stoic emphasis on inner freedom, which is achieved by focusing on what we can control, our actions, attitudes, and responses, while letting go of what we cannot control. In the context of relationships, this wisdom suggests that by supporting each other's personal growth, we embrace the freedom to improve ourselves without being constrained by the need for constant external validation or approval. Epictetus's principle encourages us to focus on personal development and self-improvement rather than letting external factors dictate our emotional well-being. When partners support each other's growth, they empower each other to reach their potential without becoming overly dependent on each other for validation or happiness. This approach aligns with the Stoic belief in achieving freedom through self-mastery and control over one's responses and desires. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively provide a contemporary example of how supporting personal growth can enhance a relationship. Both actors are well known for their successful careers, yet they consistently demonstrate mutual respect and encouragement for each other's professional and personal achievements. Their relationship is marked by a deep commitment to each other's growth, whether through public support for each other's projects or private encouragement in pursuing new goals. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's interactions publicly reflect their dedication to each other's development. For instance, Reynolds often praises Lively's acting and philanthropic efforts, while Lively supports Reynolds in his various ventures. Their relationship thrives on this mutual respect and support, illustrating how personal growth and mutual encouragement can strengthen a partnership without fostering dependency. By embracing and supporting each other's personal growth, Reynolds and Lively maintain a balanced relationship where both individuals are free to pursue their passions and goals. Their bond is enriched by their shared commitment to each other's success, demonstrating how relationships can flourish when partners are invested in each other's self-improvement and freedom. In summary, embracing personal growth within a relationship strengthens the bond between partners while preventing unhealthy attachment. Epictetus's wisdom about focusing on what we can control underscores the importance of self-improvement and inner freedom. By supporting each other's personal and professional development, as exemplified by Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, relationships can thrive on mutual respect and encouragement. This approach ensures that love remains a source of empowerment rather than a constraint, allowing both partners to grow and succeed individually while deepening their connection. Number 9. Setting healthy boundaries. Setting healthy boundaries is essential for maintaining emotional well-being and preventing unhealthy attachment in relationships. Boundaries define where one person ends and another begins, helping to ensure that both partners can maintain their individuality while nurturing their connection. They establish guidelines for how each person wants to be treated and what they need to feel respected and valued. To understand the importance of boundaries, consider the wisdom of Seneca, a Stoic philosopher who said, "He who is brave is free." This quote underscores the idea that true freedom comes from having the courage to define and uphold one's own boundaries. By being brave enough to set limits and protect your own space and needs, you enable yourself to act freely and authentically. This is especially relevant in relationships, where failing to set boundaries can lead to unhealthy dependency and loss of personal identity. Seneca's advice highlights that bravery is not just about facing external challenges, but also about having the fortitude to protect your internal space. By setting boundaries, you assert control over your emotional environment, allowing you to engage in relationships in a healthy, balanced way. Boundaries help you stay true to yourself while interacting with others, fostering relationships that are supportive rather than stifling. A practical illustration of setting healthy boundaries in action is the relationship between Zoe Saldana and Marco Perego. Their partnership is known for its mutual respect and support for individual pursuits. Both Saldana, a successful actress, and Perego, an accomplished artist, managed to balance their demanding careers with their personal lives and relationship. Saldana and Perego demonstrate how healthy boundaries contribute to a thriving relationship. Despite their high-profile careers, they have managed to establish and respect each other's personal and professional space. They prioritize their individual goals and passions while maintaining a supportive and loving partnership. This dynamic showcases how setting and respecting boundaries allows each partner to grow individually without feeling constrained or overshadowed by the relationship. For instance, Saldana has openly discussed how she and Perego navigate their careers and personal lives, ensuring that they both have the freedom to pursue their interests and passions. Their ability to maintain this balance highlights the importance of boundaries in fostering a healthy, non-attached relationship. In summary, setting and respecting healthy boundaries is crucial for emotional health and preventing unhealthy attachment. Seneca's insight about bravery and freedom emphasizes the importance of defining and maintaining your own limits. By courageously setting boundaries, you create space for authentic interaction and personal growth. The example of Zoe Saldana and Marco Perego illustrates how respecting individual goals and personal space can enhance a relationship, allowing both partners to thrive while supporting each other. Boundaries help to ensure that love remains a positive force in your life, fostering a relationship that is both fulfilling and free from unhealthy dependence. Number 10. Accepting what you can't control. Accepting what you can't control is a vital aspect of maintaining healthy relationships and managing expectations. This acceptance involves recognizing that certain elements of a relationship, such as another person's actions or the outcome of specific situations, are beyond your influence. By focusing on what you can control, your own reactions and attitudes, you can reduce unnecessary stress and attachment, fostering a more balanced and fulfilling relationship. The ancient Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius offers profound guidance on this topic. He advised, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny." This quote reflects the Stoic principle of accepting the flow of life and the things beyond our control. Marcus Aurelius encourages us to embrace the events and circumstances that come our way as part of a larger, predetermined pattern, rather than resisting or trying to control them. In relationships, this means acknowledging that you cannot control everything, such as how another person feels or how situations unfold. Instead, focus on how you respond to these circumstances. This approach helps manage expectations and reduces attachment by allowing you to let go of the need to dictate the outcomes or control aspects that are inherently unpredictable. By accepting what you cannot control, you maintain emotional balance and avoid unnecessary frustration or disappointment. The relationship between Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin exemplifies this principle of accepting what you can't control. Despite their high-profile separation, the couple has demonstrated remarkable maturity and grace in their approach to ending their marriage. They chose a path known as conscious uncoupling, which emphasizes maintaining a positive and respectful relationship post-separation. This approach focuses on mutual well-being, particularly in co-parenting their children, rather than clinging to the traditional expectations of marriage or the specific outcome of their relationship. Paltrow and Martin's decision to remain amicable and supportive of each other after their separation is a practical application of accepting what is beyond one's control. They understand that while they cannot control the outcome of their relationship or how others perceive it, they can control their own actions and attitudes. This acceptance allows them to navigate their new relationship dynamic with respect and cooperation, demonstrating that focusing on what you can control can lead to a healthier and more positive outcome. In summary, accepting what you can't control is crucial for managing expectations and reducing attachment in relationships. Marcus Aurelius's advice to embrace whatever comes our way as part of our destiny highlights the importance of accepting life's inherent uncertainties. By focusing on our own reactions and attitudes, as exemplified by Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin's approach to their separation, we can maintain emotional balance and foster healthier relationships. This acceptance allows us to let go of unnecessary stress and frustration, creating space for a more fulfilling and resilient partnership. And there you have it, 10 powerful strategies to love without being overly attached, all inspired by timeless Stoic wisdom and highlighted through the lives of today's star couples. By weaving these principles into your relationships, you can foster a love that's deeply fulfilling, balanced, and unburdened by unhealthy dependency. To sum it up, think of embracing impermanence as understanding that life's twists and turns are like the changing seasons. Every relationship has its season, and learning to flow with these changes can bring a serene acceptance. Focusing on personal growth is akin to polishing your own gem. By refining yourself, you shine brighter and contribute more positively to your connections. Compassionate detachment is like enjoying a beautiful sunset without grasping at it. Appreciate the moment without trying to hold on forever. Modern celebrity couples like Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, or Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin, embody these principles in their own unique ways. Their relationships demonstrate how loving deeply yet freely leads to healthier, more resilient bonds. By embracing these Stoic insights, acknowledging impermanence, championing personal development, and practicing compassionate detachment, you're paving the way for more meaningful and liberated connections with others. It's all about keeping the heart open while your feet stay grounded. Thank you for diving into this exploration of love and Stoicism with me. If you found these insights helpful and inspiring, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share with friends who might find this journey enlightening. Stay tuned for more transformative content that can enrich your life and relationships.